Hello, friends, and welcome back to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me. This is part 2 of our Wilma bag. It's actually later in the evening than the one you saw yesterday. I've got fresh energy, guys. Fresh energy. That is what doing a breathing treatment does for me. It boosts my energy. So while I have it, I'm going to use it. And we are going to work on making our points at the bottom of our bag. So what I'm doing though, I'm going ahead. It shows putting the our little square on the bottom right. And we will then trim it, but I'm going to go on and do this for all of mine. It looks like it's actually, it doesn't show that it goes up on the square above it, but when I do this, it's looking like it's going all the way up there. Now, that can be hidden in the 1/4-inch seam, and I may not notice that. But I'm just telling you what the picture looks like. And okay, so I've got my first 3. Now this is where I have to pay attention, because I do have the center seams pressed opposite directions, so they will nest. I did get the question in the comment from the video on Tuesday if I was going to trim out the edges or the seams. I am not. For the fusible grid, I don't normally. I've tried it one time, and the whole idea for me for the fusible grid is to make that all quicker and easier. And I've added one step by putting it on the fusible grid. I'm not going to add another step, because that one step actually saves me time from having to worry about those seams. So I won't trim out the seams. I won't kind of cut them open. So, I mean, and I've done bags like this before, and really, guys, there's no difference to me. I do like the grid because it is an interfacing. It does add a little more stiffness to the bag. Okay, so now we have all 6. So I have to make sure when I take them apart that I lay them back correctly. So now that I have both sets separated, I need to trim this off at 1/4 inch. I will need to press it. I have to make sure I keep them in order, because that could affect how it goes together. So I am just going to trim at that 1/4 inch, and I'm going to flip it over. As long as they stay in the right order, they don't have, as long as the middle one stays in the middle and the first and last stays first and last, or last, and it doesn't matter. That part does not matter. As long as that middle one stays where it is and the fabric does not get, the panel doesn't get, well, it's not going to get turned upside down now because we've got all of the corners on it. But it's just so those seams can nest now. So I'm going to go ahead and trim all of them here, though. And this is part of taking my time, you know, trimming. It's really hard to take my time, though. After a breathing treatment, I get real jittery. So I may be talking 90 to nothing. It feels like nervous energy, so I just have to get it out. So I am going to press these and be right back. These are now pressed. So now what we will do is start and put the last piece here. Now we will make sure it makes a complete V, and we will do the same thing. We will trim and press as well on this. Now friends, this is from the Common Threads Sewing Room quilted subscription or quilt subscription. I think I'd already mentioned that I'm really pleased with this subscription. I feel like for what I pay, it's perfect. I don't have to get all the extras, just a monthly little project is really nice. And let's see, today is the 13th, so we will be getting our Reflections mystery pattern on the 15th. We did get our email, or I got my email today. And Tammy did go live for her Tuesday night live. I couldn't stay very long because I had to do other things. It just takes me so long to do things right now that I make sure I have plenty of time to sit where I can sit and rest and not overdo it right now. I have had people tell me I sound like I feel better. Guys, I think it's the medication. Because I am so jittery right now. It's just not even funny. I'm very jittery. And I mean, that's what doing a breathing treatment does to me anyway. But we're keeping our fingers crossed that it's working. It's doing what it's supposed to do. When I get ready, it's very late. I know it's after 10. But there's just absolutely no way that I could sleep right now. So I thought, why not? My sewing room makes me happy, and everybody's, so amazing. I'm just going to say that. We have the absolute best community in the quilting community, because I've had so many people email me, and I truly appreciate it. Everyone is just telling me to rest, and they understand, if I can't. But the things I want y'all to know and understand is that my sewing room is my happy place. It really is. It's my happy place. And I come in here sometimes and just sew, and y'all see that in the update. Y'all see what I did in the update. I don't record. I just sew. And I've had a lot of people telling me not to worry about videos, because this is the one thing that I can do that doesn't take all my energies. I can sit and I can sew. So that's what I do. And why not bring you guys along with me when I'm doing it? But please understand, I am, listening to my body. I know when it's time to stop. That's why the video y'all got yesterday, or actually earlier today, because it's still Tuesday. It stopped after an hour because that's all I could give. And that's all I did. And after that, guys, I have been binge watching this HBO Max series. And when I tell you what it is, let me just say, it's kind of an adult series. You definitely do not want children watching this series. There's language, like nudity, drug use, but let me tell you what it is and you'll understand. It's called The Pit. I guess it's the modern day ER. Those of y'all that's my age will probably remember the TV show ER. And I did not grow up with cable, so no, it was not on cable. We didn't have cable. I didn't have cable till I was in college. And then it was only Lifetime Network. Okay, guys. I've got both sides done. I'm going to press them, and then we're going to come back and assemble these panels together. These are all done, so now we are going to be assembling them together. I'm going to lay them out and make sure, yes, this is the direction that we have. Now, even though I have that interfacing and they're folded and all that, and I know they're nesting, I'm going to go on and pin them so they don't shift. We definitely don't want anything shifting, especially where our points come at the bottom. And I'm only going to do one side at a time, so I will go on and assemble the other side as well. And guys, if you need to, you can trim the edge to make sure it's even, and because it is hard to see the fabric through this. Okay, so we have our first two, and that didn't line up real well. Yeah, we're just going to keep a secret. I'm just not going to worry about it. It's going to be my bag, so these will be pointers that I'm learning for my bag. But it will probably, it may look wrong to me right now, but once it's all put together, the things that I think look off may come together in the seam. Okay, so this is our first panel. I'm going to just get it over here and get it ready to press. And we'll get started on our second one. Okay, the first two panels of that is put together. Now let's see about our next panel here. But anyway, guys, I was telling you about the show that I was binge watching. Well, I've done got to season 2, and that's all the seasons it has. Oh, goodness. This one here, I had one go up and one go down. Well, that's not good. It'll work, though. I'll just pin in that seam. Yeah, if you don't really pay attention, and which I wasn't, I wasn't paying attention to how they were both doing. I thought they were all laying the same direction, but they didn't. But that's okay, guys. We can fix anything that you have happen in sewing. You can always catch it in the seams. Okay, so now I have both sets of panels. So I am going to press and be right back. Okay, friends, we now have both of our panels done. So what we are going to do, we have our strips right here that we are going to attach to the bottom. I am going to pin these on each end and then pin in the middles somewhere because all my panels, when using that interfacing, and part of it's just fabric, part of it is interfacing, it feels like some of it might have stretched a little bit and it's not quite even. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm going to make sure that all my panels pull correctly. Okay, so now we're going to put the bottom on this panel. We're just about at quilting, and I believe the quilting will probably be a part 3. We're just going to, like I said, we're just taking our time making this bag. We are not rushing. And yes, I am hitting a pin there with my needle. But it will be okay because I've got plenty where that one came from. No, I do not like hitting the pins. I really try to not hit the pins. It just happens sometimes. Okay, now I am going to take this one off just so I can see how it all caught back here on the back. It does look like it caught nicely. I will press that out as soon as I get the second one done. I have a kitty cat letting me know he needs attention. What it is, he's ready to go to bed. That's my Oscar. If you're new here, I am a mom kitty cat. I have 4 cats that are inside. Let's see, 5 now. Oh, gracious. I have an older cat. His name is Little One. He is a rescue. I have my next cat is Oscar. He was a rescue from where I work. And then I have Lucy. That was supposed to be his companion. And then we got Augie. We adopted her from the shelter. So in a sense, she's a rescue. We got her from the shelter. I hear you, Oscar. And then, not too long ago, well, it'll be 2 months next week, I rescued another kitten from where I work. And he's about 5 months, he'll be about 6 months old next week. Because he has to go to the vet and get more shots, and he is getting neutered. Because we don't have kitty cats spraying and making babies. So I can at least take care of my part of that. So I'm going to press this and we will be right back. So here we have our 2 panels right here. And our next step is to quilt and shape the bag. So how we do this is we have to take our lining, get that out of the way. We take our lining, a piece of batting, and a top, and we sandwich them together. We will do this in our next video tomorrow. Because, let's see, the day you're getting this is going to be the 14th. Yeah, you may be seeing it tomorrow. I hope to finish the bag up this week. That will be my goal. I just want to get a little bit done at a time with you guys. We're just sewing in the sewing room. Let me give you a little information about this. The pattern that we are working on is Wilma's Pouch. And this is a branch and bloom pattern. The fabric is Rendezvous by Three Sisters. Now, not the base. This base is not Rendezvous. This is Rendezvous by Three Sisters. And I'm smashing my stash with the lining and the base fabric. That is something that came in an Open Gate Quilts subscription box. This is the quilting subscription from Common Thread Sewing Room. Their link is down in the description if you want to check out their subscriptions. I believe the box is $20 a month. There may be taxes and shipping included with that. On that, because I think when I originally ordered, I ordered both the sewing and the quilting at the same time. I paid like $7.50 up front, and then it was a little over $20 for each kit. So I'm thinking the $7.50 might have been the shipping, and it was like $21 and $22. That's probably the taxes between the two of them. But I am very pleased with these two subscriptions. I am going to continue them at least for a little while, at least maybe just the year. But I am very pleased with them. So what we're going to do is we're going to end right here with our front and back panels put together. Next, tomorrow, what we will be doing is sandwiching and quilting and shaping the bag. So tomorrow will be our end of this bag. So we'll have a new bag on hand. And friends, I have a playlist that I have created for all the bags and totes that I have made. I'm still going through my videos and adding to it. Because I have made like the Nantucket mini charm bag. It's called the Nantucket Summer. It's a mini charm bag. I have that. I have several that I've done with like Christmas Advents and stuff. So if you'd like to see other bags that I've made, it will show either here or here. You'll be able to see. It's called Bags and Totes. That's the playlist. But as I said, it does not have all of them in there yet. But I am getting, going through my videos and adding all of the bags and totes to that playlist. So friends, before you head out today, please give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. Make sure to click that notification bell so you don't miss a single thing that we're doing this year on the channel. And feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, friends.